Hello everyone, welcome to Tanmay Software Institute. I'm Sonali and today we are going to focus on SQL subquery. So guys, SQL subquery, this is a very much important topic, okay, that we will learn today. So without wasting of time, just start, okay. So before starting the SQL subquery, I just want to introduce the Tanmay Software Institute. So this institute is basically for C, C++, C Sharp, .NET, Core Java, Advanced Java, Web Java, ASP.NET, PHP, MySQL, Android, web design and Python programming languages. Okay, all our batches we are conducting in a offline mode, but only Oracle DBA 12c and 19c these certifications we have conducted in a online mode, because these certifications or this is a very professional course. Okay, so that's why it is conducted by the industry experts. Okay, and we also provide the 100% placement under Oracle DBA 12c and 19c certification. If you want to uh, if you want to know the more details about this course, so here is the cell number I have written over here. Okay, this is the contact number. You can directly contact on this two number. Okay, for more details about any course, not only Oracle DBA 12c but all other languages course. Okay, we are not focusing on only a theory Bajinagar. Okay, again I would like to suggest these are the two contact number. For more details about the courses, you can directly call on these two numbers. So guys, just start our actual topic, that is SQL subqueries. Okay, so SQL subqueries, it is a very much important topic in SQL full course series. Okay, most of the questions the interviewer asked based on the subqueries. Okay, and joins, subquery, joins, set operations are also there. Okay, so this subquery is nothing but the query within a query. We can simply say that query within a query, or it is also known as nested query or subquery. Okay, so in SQL a select statement may contain the another SQL statement, okay, known as subquery or nested query. And guys, this is the syntax. So this is the syntax of the subquery, and you can see the syntax I have written in a red color, which is called as an outer query, and the syntax which is enclosed in a parenthesis, you can see here, these are the parentheses. This query, it is called as an inner query. So how to execute the subquery? So first of all, this inner query will execute first. Okay, and then it returns only one. It returns not much many more times. It returns only a one or single value. Okay guys, it may returns the multiple value based on this operator here. These values are matched with the column name, and when the condition is satisfied, okay, then from this table you will get these two information. So this is a very much important about the SQL subquery, and that's why we written a query, this query within this query. So this is an inner query, and we have written in a outer query. So that's why it is called as a nested query. Okay, nested query. So guys, these are the some rules that we need to follow while writing the SQL subqueries, and the rules are: subqueries must be enclosed within parenthesis. So this round bracket you can see here, this is called as a parenthesis. So your subquery must be written in a parenthesis. That is the first rule. Second rule is subquery can be nested within another subquery. Okay, मग याच्यामध्ये ही जी रेड कलर मध्ये मी जी लिहिली आहे ती काय आहे, आउटर क्वेरी आहे. आणि ही जी मी येलो आणि ब्लॅक कॉम्बिनेशन मध्ये लिहिली ती काय माझी इनर क्वेरी आहे. तर हे जो सब क्वेरीज कॅन बी नेस्टेड विद इन अनदर सब क्वेरी. सो दिस क्वेरी आय हॅव रिटर्न इन that query. So this is a nested, we can say. Okay, so this is the second rule. Then subquery must contain the select query and the from clause always, है ना. Subquery must contain the select and from. Condition, it is depend on your query or statement, SQL statement. Every time we need not to provide the where condition in a subquery. Okay, but select and from, these two clauses are very much important while writing the SQL subquery in a parenthesis. Clear? Next, a subquery consists of all clauses like ordinary select clause can contain. हा, तर ही जी सबक्वेरी आहे ही इथे तुम्ही ग्रुप बाय करू शकता, तिथे ऑर्डर बाय करू शकता, डिस्टिंक्ट एलिमेंट तुम्ही करू शकता, टॉप एलिमेंट फ्रॉम द रिझल्ट यू कॅन ऑल्सो फेच. ओके, इन सबक्वेरी म्हणजे जे तुम्ही सिंपल सिलेक्ट विथ वेअर क्लॉज सोबत जे काही लिहिता ते तुम्ही हे सगळं सिलेक्ट ह्या इनर सबक्वेरी मध्ये लिहू शकता. देअर इज अ नो प्रॉब्लेम. ओके, Now in the next, a subquery can return a single value, a single row, a single column or a whole table. असं सब क्वेरी फक्त एक सिंगल व्हॅल्यू रिटर्न करते का नाही, ही काय काय रिटर्न करू शकते, अ सिंगल रो, अ सिंगल व्हॅल्यू, a single column also it can return, or a whole table that subquery also return. They are called scalar subqueries. Okay guys, so these are the some rules that I find that I have found that very much important, that's why I have listed here. Okay, so please remember all this rule. The first rule is what, subquery must be written in a पॅरेंथेसिस, सबक्वेरी ही नेहमी पॅरेंथेसिस मध्ये लिहिली पाहिजे. सेकंड रूल, सबक्वेरी ही नेस्टेड असली पाहिजे, म्हणजे क्वेरी विदिन अ क्वेरी, एका क्वेरीमध्ये ही दुसरी क्वेरी असली पाहिजे इथे, वेअर कॉलम नेम आणि ऑपरेटर देऊन आपल्याला ती लिहायची आहे. थर्ड रूल आहे की ह्या सिलेक्ट स्टेटमेंट सोबत जे काही आपण यूज करतो ते सगळे क्लॉजेस आपण ह्या इनर क्वेरी मध्ये यूज करू शकतो, जसं की ऑर्डर बाय, ग्रुप बाय, हॅव्हिंग क्लॉज है ना, डिस्टिंग, टॉप, ऑल दिस keywords that or clauses we can use with this inner subquery. And the another part of very much important about the subquery, when you write the inner subquery, then select this one, select and from these two clauses are mandatory, where it is an optional in a subquery, but where it is compulsory in a outer query. So remember that. I will explain with the help of example guys, don't worry, you must understood the syntax over here. Okay, that is very much important. Okay, just understood the syntax and just try to remember the syntax so that it will help you to write a SQL statement in a subquery form. Okay, and just remember these all rules. Okay, then so yeah, yes, here I have prepared one example. So this is called as an, which is written in a red, which is black, है ना? This is called as an outer query, and this is which is written in a parenthesis. You can see here. This is called as an inner query. So now the question is, which query is executed first, and how the subquery is executed? What is the flow? Okay. So first of all, this is a subquery. Okay. So this subquery इज एक्झिक्युटेड फर्स्ट, आणि मग याचा जो काही रिझल्ट येणार आहे, म्हणजे जसं की सिलेक्ट ऑफिस कोड फ्रॉम ऑफिसेस वेअर कंट्री युएसए, मग ज्याची कंट्री युएसए आहे ती ऑफिस कोड इथे येणार आहे, आणि ते सगळे ऑफिस कोड ह्या ऑफिस कोड मध्ये जाऊन त्या ऑफिस कोडचा, ज्याची कंट्री युएसए त्याचा फर्स्ट नेम अँड लास्ट नेम आणि फर्स्ट नेम ते काय होणार आहे, प्रिंट होणार आहे फ्रॉम एम्प्लॉई टेबल मधून. आलं, जे एम्प्लॉई ज्याचा ऑफिस कोड हा युएसए आहे त्याच एम्प्लॉईचे फर्स्ट नेम अँड लास्ट नेम इथं काय होणार आहे, डिस्प्ले होणार आहे. मग ही क्वेरी एक्झिक्यूट होताना काय होतं की जे तुम्ही पॅरेंथेसिस मध्ये लिहिलं आहे दॅट सब क्वेरी इज एक्झिक्युटेड फर्स्ट, वॉट एव्हर द रिझल्ट इट फेच विच इज with the help of this operator. Here I have used in operator, but we can also use the comparison operator too, that we will see practically. Okay, now here then this query produces the some result and which is matched with that where condition, and when the condition is true then it returns the that particular data from this table. So this is a way to execute the subquery. Okay, so guys, I have just prepared the one or two example here. You just consider this is my table. Okay, this is my customer table. Okay, and with the column name, id, name, age, address and salary. Okay, and this is the syntax again I have written here. These are the outer query guys, and this is the inner query, and that inner query is also known as a subquery, and which is written in a parenthesis. You can also see here. Okay, so this is the syntax for the subquery. Now here, suppose the question asks display all records of the customer whose salary is greater than average salary. ओके, म्हणजे मला काय करायचंय की अशा कस्टमरची अशी इन्फॉर्मेशन घ्यायची आहे, कस्टमरची अशी सगळे इन्फॉर्मेशन मला डिस्प्ले करायची आहे ज्याची सॅलरी ही, त्या कस्टमरची सॅलरी ही ग्रेटर दॅन त्याच्या ऍव्हरेज सॅलरी नुसार आहे. मग आपल्याला माहिती की ऍव्हरेज सॅलरी आपण कसं फाइंड करतो बरं, की सिलेक्ट ऍव्हरेज सॅलरी फ्रॉम कस्टमर टेबल. मग त्याने मला काय मिळणार आहे की ऍव्हरेज सॅलरी मिळणार आहे. मग तिच्या ग्रेटर ज्यांची सॅलरी आहे त्याच स्टाफचा काय होणार आहे इथे रेकॉर्ड डिस्प्ले होणार आहे. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, आणि मग आपण ती क्वेरी कशी लिहिणार आहोत की सिलेक्ट स्टार फ्रॉम कस्टमर्स वेअर सॅलरी विच इज ग्रेटर दॅन सिलेक्ट ऍव्हरेज सॅलरी फ्रॉम कस्टमर. ओके. सो दिस इज अ वे टू राईट अ कस्टमर. हिअर हे जे ब्रॅकेट मध्ये तुम्ही लिहिलं आहे सिलेक्ट ॲव्हरेज सॅलरी फ्रॉम कस्टमर, दिस इज कॉल्ड ॲज अन इनर क्वेरी. सो दिस क्वेरी इज एक्झिक्युटेड फर्स्ट, आणि यांनी मला काहीतरी व्हॅल्यू दिली ॲव्हरेज सॅलरीची, आणि ती व्हॅल्यू इथं कम्पेअर होते वेअर सॅलरी इज ग्रेटर दॅन दॅट व्हॅल्यू विच इज रिटर्न बाय दिस क्वेरी, अँड देन it display the all information from customer table. So this is a way to execute the subqueries. Okay, now let's try the another example. Select all the rows from the customer table with the minimum age. मग ज्याचं एज मिनिमम आहे फक्त त्याच कस्टमरचा रेकॉर्ड जर मला डिस्प्ले करायचा असेल तर मी त्याच्यासाठी काय क्वेरी लिहिणार आहे. तर बघा तुम्ही इथे ऑब्झर्व करू शकता, वन थिंग दॅट यू कॅन ऑब्झर्व हिअर, वी use the aggregate function like average, mean. So when we write a subquery, na, most of the time we deal with an aggregate function, okay, because that is very much important. And subquery is also known as a very complex query, okay, and it is in nested query. So the complex structure it can contain, so multiple, and it is not like that ki we can fetch the data only from the one table, we can also fetch the data from one or two table, one or more than one table also. Okay, so with the help of subquery that we will see practically, just try to understand here the example. Okay, select all the rows from the customer. So select start from customer where with the minimum age. So how to find the minimum age? So I have put the condition where age equals to ज्याचं age minimum आहे. So how to find the minimum age from the customer? So select mean age from the customer. So first of all, this select mean age from customer, this subquery is execute first. It fetch the minimum age, and that is, sorry, and the minimum age value is what, here you can see this is a 22. So 22 it is my minimum age, and so this salary return value is 22. So now how the condition is become, select star from customer where age equals to 22. So where age equals to 22, so what will the record it will fetch? So ID is 6, Komal, name is Komal, age is 22, address is Hyderabad, and salary is 4,500. So this is a way, guys, you will fetch the record, okay, with the help of subquery. Now we will see practically, okay, how to use the subquery, how to apply the subquery on a particular tables, okay, or on a more than one tables too. Okay, so I just switch my window. Yeah, okay, here you can see here. So first of all, there are multiple databases. So guys, this is, I have used Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio 19. Okay, if you have any question how to download it, how to use it, okay, so I have mentioned the link of that video where I have downloaded created a video based on how to download and install the Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. The complete guidance I have given there. Okay, just go through that video and try to understand how to create a databases, how to create a table. All videos links I have provided in a description box. So I would like to suggest you that before trying to this, just at least watch the video of how to download and install the Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio, and how to create a database and how to create a table. Because in a Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio, there are multiple databases we can create by the user. Okay, we can create means by the user, multiple databases can created over here, and you can select the particular database in which you want to create a tables. So just see here, my database name is what, student. So that's why I have use student, my database. Then in that there are two table you can see that I have used sports and studinfo. So sports and studinfo, there are many tables you can see here, customer, game, salesman, hai na, sports and studinfo. Many more tables are present here, but from that student database I just use sports and studinfo table. So when I execute this, select start from sports. So you can see here, this is how many records total are, records are there, 80, and these are the field column name, stud id, sport id, sport name, and sport marks. When I execute this query, then you can see the data in studinfo, how many data are there, how many records are there, 24 rows are there. Okay, total 24 rows are there. And what are the column name, stud id, name, marks, department id, and sport id. So guys, suppose here I want to find out the name of the student. Okay, only name of the student who's got or whose maximum marks from the class, who got the maximum uh, who got maximum marks from the class. Okay, so what should I write? So here after I just delete this. Okay, what I want, so select star from StudInfo because I just want to find the name of the student who got maximum marks. Where marks equals to select maximum marks from the StudInfo. So first of all, this query will execute. Okay, first of all, this query will execute, and we can see here the maximum marks is what, 96. Means now मग आता ही क्वेरी कशी एक्झिक्यूट होणार आहे? सिलेक्ट नेम फ्रॉम स्टुडिंफो वेअर मार्क्स इक्वल्स टू 96. पण ज्याचे मार्क्स 96 आहे त्याचं तू काय डिस्प्ले कर, नेम डिस्प्ले कर. ओके, सो वेन यू एक्झिक्यूट दिस, सो माय it will fetch the record that is Prem Kumar. Name is what? Prem Kumar. So Kapoor. So Prem Kapoor got the highest marks, that is in 96. So with the not only just I want to show the marks with the name of that student, but त्याचा आपण काय घेऊयात, स्टूड आयडी पण आपण त्याचा शो करूयात. ओके, अँड देन त्याचे मार्क्स पण, मॅक्झिमम मार्क्स पण आपण त्याचे काय करूयात, शो करूयात. सो वेन वी एक्झिक्यूट दिस क्वेरी, यू कॅन सी द कम्प्लीट रेकॉर्ड ऑफ द स्टुडंट हू गॉट द मॅक्झिमम मार्क्स. सो द नेम ऑफ that student is Prem Kapoor, stud ID is 133 and maximum marks is 96. Okay, so मग आपण हे नेस्टेड क्वेरी मध्ये लिहितोय, आपण हे सिंपल क्वेरीने नाही लिहू शकत का? की जसं फॉर एक्झाम्पल की आपण असं लिहिलं की चला बाबा मी काय करते, सिलेक्ट नेम फ्रॉम StudInfo. ओके, वेअर मार्क्स इक्वल्स टू, मी सिम्पली असं नाही देऊ शकत का की वेअर मार्क्स इक्वल्स टू मॅक्झिमम मार्क्स. मग जे काही मॅक्झिमम मार्क्स असेल ते इथं फेच होतील आणि ती व्हॅल्यू मार्क्स मध्ये स्टोर, त्याचा नेम डायरेक्टली मी असं नाही लिहू शकत का? मला नेस्टेड क्वेरी लिहावीच लागणार आहे का? सो गाईज, तर जेव्हा मी हे याला एक्झिक्यूट करेल ना, तेव्हा मला इथे एक एरर येणार आहे का? इन अ ग्रुप बाय अँड हॅव्हिंग क्लॉज जेव्हा मी त्याचा व्हिडिओ केलेला आहे, ठीक आहे, यू कॅन ऑल्सो चेक दॅट व्हिडिओ, ग्रुप बाय विथ हॅव्हिंग क्लॉज. ओके, in that I have explained that we cannot use the aggregate function. See, max is the aggregate function, right? Max काय आहे? एक aggregate function. We cannot use the aggregate function with where clause. Okay, we cannot use the maximum function with where clause. That's why this query won't run and it will display the error message. So what kind of error you will get? See, you can see an aggregate may not appear in a where clause. ऍग्रिगेट जे फंक्शन आहे आपण ते वेअर क्लॉज सोबत यूज करू शकत नाही अनलेस इट इज इन अ सब क्वेरी. ओके, तो कशामध्ये पाहिजे? सब क्वेरी कंटेन इन हॅव्हिंग क्लॉज मध्ये तुम्ही करू शकता विथ सिलेक्टेड लिस्ट अँड द कॉलम बिंग ऍग्रिगेटेड इन अन outer reference. Okay, so now with the help of that you can understand we cannot use the aggregate function directly with the where clause. That's why we have to write a subquery, and that's why this query we can create in this format. Like how to get the maximum marks, again we have to write the subquery over here in a parenthesis, like select maximum marks from student. Okay, clear? I think this explanation is enough to understand why we should write in subquery here. Okay, so now suppose again similar way, if you want to find the record of the student, okay, all records, I just print here all records of the student who got, this time I just print minimum marks from the class. So what should I have changes over here? Instead of max, I just use the minimum aggregate function, and instead of name, stud id and marks, I just print the star for what? All records. We know that star म्हणजे काय? सगळं काही म्हणजे काय? All records. So that's why I have print here star. So select star from StudInfo where marks equals to select minimum marks from the StudInfo. So just guys, select this, execute this, and you can see the stud id is what? 118. Name is what? V Surya. Marks he got 37, which is a minimum marks out of the StudInfo table. Okay, and department id is 503 and sport id is 713. So this is a record that we will fetch with the minimum marks. Okay, so this is a way we can find out the records with the help of subquery. Now suppose I want to find all the records. Okay, I just copy this. Control C. Find all records of student who got whose marks. I just change here. Okay, whose marks is greater than average marks, whose marks is greater than average marks. So what should be the query? So find all records. So all records. Okay, so that's why I have written here select star from studinfo. काय करायचं आहे, अशा स्टुडंटची इन्फॉर्मेशन घ्यायची ज्याचे मार्क्स ग्रेटर दॅन त्याच्या ॲव्हरेज सॅलरी. मग मार्क्स, सो विच सिम्बॉल वी हॅव टू यूज हिअर, ग्रेटर दॅन. सिलेक्ट कशाच्या ग्रेटर पाहिजे, त्याच्या ॲव्हरेज मार्क्सच्या काय पाहिजे ते ग्रेटर पाहिजे. सो व्हॉट शुड माय क्वेरी हिअर, सिलेक्ट स्टार from studinfo where marks is greater than select average marks from the studinfo. Now first of all we can understand here, so what is the average marks from the studinfo? When you execute this, so my average marks is what, 70. Okay, and now I executed this. Okay, so you can see here all the marks, these are the marks, right? All the marks which is greater than 70, even 71 also is greater than 70. That's why I have written 12 rows here. Okay, and what is the what will be the query for select star from studinfo where marks is greater than select average marks from studinfo. Okay, so this is a way to write a sub query. Okay, we can also find the record from the different tables. Now I can just execute this sport table. Okay, so this is a sport table with the column name stud id, sport name and sport marks. Now suppose if I want to find all records of student who played or we can say who are playing, let's say, football. Okay, what should I do? I just want to comment this. Okay, so find all records of student who are playing football. Okay, so now I can understand here sports name football. This record is or available in a sport table, and name is available, student name is available in a student table. So what should be my query? So just write the query before here, select name. With the name I just print, okay, not only name, all records. So just I use the star from stud id. Okay, sorry, studinfo. My table name is what, studinfo, where stud id in operator I have to write here, where stud id in, I have to select stud id from sports where sport name equals to, in single quote guys, we have to provide the name, and that is in football. Okay, so this is a query. So when we execute this, now here we are trying to fetch the record from two tables. Okay, so here, so these are the sport id, department id, marks, and these are the students that are playing that are playing football game. Okay, so I got the record from here from two tables, and the condition is when we fetch the record from two tables, okay, in a one query, when we have an one column name, at least one column name, common column in a both the table. So here you can see stud id here in a stud info table, and when I execute the sport table, okay, you can also see there is in one another common column that is in stud id. Okay, so based on this stud id, student id, okay, I have fetched the record from both the table, and this is a result, means these are the students, they are playing the football game. Okay, they are playing the football game. Okay, so likewise you can execute the many more queries on a sub query. Okay, so I have done for today, guys. Please let me know how is this video. Okay, and हा व्हिडिओ तुम्हाला कसा वाटला मला नक्की कळवा, आणि त्याच्यासाठीही मला कमेंट करा. आणि जर तुम्हाला अजून याच्यावर असाइनमेंट वर्कशीट पाहिजे असेल, त्याच्यासाठीही मला तुम्ही कमेंट करू शकता. डेफिनेटली आय विल सॉल्व युअर प्रॉब्लेम. ओके, अँड डाउनलोड मायक्रोसॉफ्ट एसक्यूएल सर्व्हर मॅनेजमेंट स्टुडिओ हा डाउनलोड आणि इन्स्टॉल कसा करायचा आहे हेही मी तुम्हाला व्हिडिओमध्ये, याच्यासाठी मी व्हिडिओ क्रिएट केलेला आहे आणि तोही तुम्ही बघू शकता. त्याची जी लिंक आहे मी ती ऑलरेडी डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्समध्ये दिलेली आहे. ओके, सो थँक्यू फॉर वॉचिंग द व्हिडिओ. सो बाय बाय, टेक केअर.